Dad, why is Blue Meanie's brain out?
We spoke last week, and it was a very or 2 weeks ago rather. Excuse me. It was a very popular clip we did, and got a lot of traction, a lot of attention from folks, and conversations came up about the best cheesesteaks to get while you're here in Philadelphia. So we hope you enjoy. You can find that clip of us talking on our YouTube page, and you can also see us record this live every single week at Mind of the Meanie or Patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Tiers start, Blue. I don't know if you know this, but they start at $10 a month. So you can sign up today and see our beautiful, handsome faces every single week as we record and talk to you. But I wanted to bring this back, circle back, because I think we're only 3 weeks now, 4 weeks removed from WrestleMania here in Philadelphia. And I wanted to talk another type of food to make sure that people were aware of where to get their favorite foods when they come out here and where the best places to try to eat are in Philadelphia. And this week, we're going to give you some locations. We're going to give you some suggestions about some of the best pizza joints in Philadelphia. So you can stop. Philly has a ton of amazing pizza. That's one thing that Philly does well is, Philly does everything right. I don't care what anybody says. But, we do pizza really well. So I wanted to know, Blue, if you had a couple places you can recommend to our listeners and the people who are coming to Philadelphia for the first time. Where do you think they can stop to get some pizza?
I'm well versed in South Philly, so if you can help for Center City area, the farthest north I go is Lorenzo's, which is on South Street here in Philly. I believe it's Second and South.
Yep.
Lorenzo's on South Street, which recently. A couple years ago they had a fire, but now they're back. And I haven't been to the updated ones, but I'm assuming it's just as good as it was before. But or plenty of times drunkenly walking down South Street, leaving a bar like Mako's or whatever, Abilene's or whatever. And, let's go get a slice. Go down to Lorenzo's, which it's open fairly late, and huge slices. You ask for 2 slices, you might as well ask for half a pizza.
Yep.
Great cheese, great sauce, just great crust. Just Lorenzo's is like a good spot if you're, it's going to be warmer weather. And if you're in South Philly and you're walking around South Street, which I don't know if there's a reason to walk around South Street anymore. A lot of the cool stuff, I don't know if it's still there. It used to be nice to walk around South Street and buy. There's just some cool vintage stuff.
Yeah.
There's a cool shop like on 4th and Bainbridge, which is a block over. Philly AIDS Thrift, and the others, the store on South Street, Suplex.
Can't wait to go there.
Suplex Wrestling. Just those guys are cool. So if say you're visiting Suplex Vintage on South Street, and you're like, man, I could go for a slice of pizza, I would wander over to Lorenzo's, get yourself a big ass slice.
Yep.
And it, that one slice is like I said, like 3 slices on normal pizza.
Yeah.
That'd be good. But if you're in, dude, there's so many good places in Philly.
Yeah.
There's a spot right off of Broad and Snyder called La Rosa.
Yep.
Now a lot of these places I'm talking about are like, and same with the cheesesteaks. They're not dine in. I have to put this caveat that like a lot of these places are not go in and eat type places, with the exception of what I'm going to talk about. But
I was going to say, if I could just for a second, for Lorenzo's, anyone that's going down to the South Street, I think it's literally like, it's almost like a cattle stall, right? It's like it's like you walk in and you go through this metal fencing almost, right? It's like the metal bars, and it's like a line director, and you just go up to the front and then you get the fuck out. That's it. Like you eat on a trash can. Like you're a Wawa. Just sit up on top of a trash can or eat wherever you're standing, and then you're good. So
yeah, which is fine. You go out there and back against the wall, eating your slice, just watching people come by and stuff like that. A lot of these pizza joints are just get your slice or get your pie and take it to wherever you're going to eat it, kind of
Right.
thing. Now, if I can make a suggestion, if you're looking to, get a pizza, if you're not going back to your hotel room or whatever, if you happen to be renting a car or whatever you're doing, go down to FDR Park,
Yeah.
also nicknamed the Lakes. That you have like picnic spots down there. Me and Mrs. Meanie, like I said last week, with our sandwich thing, Gooey Louie's, will go there and get like a big ass sandwich and go down to the FDR Park and sit at park benches and just stare at the squirrels and just eat. Same thing you could do with the pizzas here. But on Broad and Snyder, a place called La Rosa,
Mm-hmm.
they're almost by like appointment.
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know, great pies, great sauce. That's going to be a lot with me. Great pies, great sauce. Um, uh, and La Rosa is kind of like a hidden gem in South Philly. They're there. You hardly hear people go, "Oh man, let's go get some La Rosas," but you get the pizza, and you're like, "Man, this is some of the best pizza I've ever had."
Yep.
So yeah, and it's on the corner of Broad and Snyder. So you want to kind of get your pie and be on your way. Not that Broad and Snyder's a bad corner, but I've often labeled some of my farts as, "Man, that smells like Broad and Snyder." Just yeah, there's a good chance you'll see a lot of entertainment
Yeah.
on Broad and Snyder.
There's a 100% chance you're going to get some entertainment when you're on Broad and Center. 100% chance.
Yeah. Um, there's another spot that's like close to me, and it's right down the street from the ECW Arena. So if you're at the 2300 Arena for, uh, the Block Party convention, Icons of Wrestling Block Party convention, if you're in town if you're in the 2300 Arena for the Tribute to Extreme, I think High Spots is doing a show there Thursday. Right there on Snyder Ave. Like if you make a left out of 2300 Arena, go to Snyder, make a left, you'll see Rite Aid. Make a left and right next to the Rite Aid in South Philly, there's a place called Uncle Oogie's.
Mm.
Now that place you can eat in. That's one of the few spots you can, they have tables inside and stuff like that. But you can walk in and you can buy, they have a area where they just sell the slices. You could get a whole pie. But if you just want a slice, you walk in and they got like a whole bunch of. Me and Mrs. Meanie just went there yesterday. I got 2 slices of buffalo chicken pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she got the one of those big square slices. So yeah, go Uncle Oogie's, and you could get anything. They got cheesesteaks, they got hoagies.
Yeah.
Good one of our favorite sandwiches is called the Sinatra, which is grilled chicken sandwich. I forget everything that's on it. I'm a horrible food critic, but,
That's okay,
I,
dude.
I, I either go, "Oh yeah, that was good," or "Oh man, that sucked." That's
Yeah.
the basics.
But
That's me.
I mean, in Philly though, that's kind of the right way to be though. Like, oh no, that place is fucking terrible. Oh no, this place is good. Like that's all you need.
Yeah, there's 2 places near my house: Uncle Oogie's and City Pizza, and those are my 2 go tos because A, I can walk there, but B, the food's really good.
Yeah.
You could literally take a slice out of Uncle Oogie's and stare at City Pizza across the parking lot. So, and that's why I'm fat.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
There's no shortage of good food in Philadelphia. Uncle Oogie's is great. I get if I'm getting a whole pie at Uncle Oogie's. The good thing too about Oogie's, they got parking lots. So if you're driving around Philly and you want to go pick up a pie, go to Uncle Oogie's. I get the cheesesteak pizza.
Smart.
Which is cheesesteak. It's basically a cheesesteak, no sauce, but I get fried onions. A large cheesesteak pizza with fried onions, amazing. Mrs. Meanie likes the pizza called the old fashioned,
Ooh,
which is one. The tomato sauce on that is amazing.
that sounds
So
incredible.
yeah, yeah. City Pizza on Front and Snyder, really good. Call ahead the order. Get your pie. You could get a cheesesteak there too. I also get the cheesesteak pizza there. Uh, you get the box. The box is nice and warm. You take that first slice and the dough's nice and soft.
So
And
good.
yeah, yeah. And that might be what I'm doing today. It's a 10-minute walk from my house. I'm just like,
Wow.
what do you want to do? Let's go get some city. Let's go. Or there's a city pizza on 16th and Oregon. And I'm at McCusker's. I get the munchies. Hey, you want a pizza? Yeah, sure. Call ahead, and I walk around, walk to City Pizza from McCusker's, grab 2 pies, walk back to McCusker's, put 2 pies on the bar, and I have some for me, some for people in the immediate area. I'll share,
Yeah.
and have a couple beers, have a couple slices of pie of City Pizza there. Oogies, me Oogies and City Pizza, really good. Um, I'm trying to think of the street right near. There's another place near McCusker's called Pizza Shack.
There you go.
Really good place. Their pizza. What's the square pie? What's that called?
Oh, it's like a
Sicilian?
Sicilian. Yep.
If you're ordering from Pizza Shack, get the Sicilian.
Yeah.
When I lived closer, I used to live on 13th Street. I used to live like right off of 13th Snyder, and I would always order from Pizza Shack. I would get a white pie with broccoli,
Mm.
which is just like white cheese, a little bit of garlic on there, broccoli, and that's where I got the term broccoli bombs, because I would eat one of those broccoli pies, and God bless anybody walking downwind from me. It just if you had nose hairs, you had nose hairs.
The past tense. Yeah.
Yeah, past tense.
Oh my God.
Uh, yeah. So far, my list is in no particular order
Right.
because it's all good. I don't do this Connecticut thing where it's Connecticut thinks they invented pizza.
They did not.
No, they're you want to talk about cheesesteak snobs in Philly, pizza snobs, Connecticut. Pizza's good, but don't
Okay.
break my balls when I don't pick your spot.
Right. Like Frank Pepe's is good. It's no
Yeah.
Santucci's, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's solid. It's a good, like, you go there, you do it once. It's like, okay, cool. This was fun.
Look, it's no Elio's.
Should that be the title of the episode where we piss everybody off in New England? Frank
There you
Pepe's
go.
is now Elio's. Yeah, that's it.
I dare you. You
I'm
don't
doing
have
it.
a hair on your ass.
Frank Pepe's is no Elio's.
Shout out to Andrew Bailey, Shackelford, and the cat.
Shackelford.
Uncle Oogie's Junkyard Dog Breakfast Pizza is fucking amazing.
Yes.
It's their breakfast pizza is, and thank you for bringing that up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have done that. You get a wheat pizza. It's like you can get regular dough or wheat dough with their pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
But I get the wheat dough with the breakfast pizza, the Junkyard Dog with all the meats, and tell them to cook it well done.
Oh yeah.
So nice and crispy. Nothing worse than pull off a slice and everything goes into the box, and you're standing there with a fucking thing.
Also, like when you go to Frank Pepe's, yeah, that's exactly what happens. It's just fucking all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Elio's. You can
Right.
take that right out of the toaster oven.
Now.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Yo. You're very good, yo. Yeah. Now we're talking here, pal. Now we're talking. For those at home listening, the Junkyard Dog breakfast pizza, bacon, sausage, pork roll, and ham. on a
Yeah.
pizza. Please, just shove it. Like, don't even let me chew it. Just shove it into my face. That's what I
Yes.
want to do. So
Yeah, I want to look like I want to look like Joey Chestnut eating a fucking dude. That is amazing. That's an amazing fucking pizza.
yeah, man.
I'm surprised more places don't do breakfast pizza, but Uncle Oogie's breakfast pizza, fucking amazing. And I'm trying to think. Okay, so in no, like I got off a rant there. In no order. I hate lists. I hate saying something's number one.
What's on your Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia pizza?
Mount Rushmore's gonna go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I hate that because you're limiting me to 4 things, and to me it all depends on my mood.
Right.
What I woke up and I wanted blank. You know, one day I could be sick of blank, and then want something else. So and people hold you to those fucking. If you make a Mount Rushmore list, people fucking hold your feet to the fire. Well, excuse me, sir. You said.
You said back in 1993 that this person was on. It's like, come on, guys. Come on.
So, as I keep going on fucking sidebars here, in no particular order. Lorenzo's, South Street, Second and South. You could come out of Lorenzo's with a slice and stare at the mural of Larry from the Three Stooges, because Larry from the Three Stooges' birthplace is right across the street from there. And then there's JC Dobbs right next to that, which is currently closed, but every band who's ever come to Philly has played at JC Dobbs, from Pearl Jam, Tool, Oasis, Rage Against the Machine.
It's almost like would you call it like what would be a good, like a comparison to that? Would be that like a Whiskey A Go-Go in Los Angeles? That type of, or maybe Stone Pony?
Yeah. It's one of those places that, like, anytime a band comes through, they go, they'll have a moment in this show. It's good to be back in Philadelphia. I remember we came through and we played JC Dobbs, which the stage is like a postcard size fucking, like, how'd they get all the members on stage? Nirvana fucking played there.
Holy shit, Nirvana played at Dobbs?
Nirvana played Dobbs, Pearl Jam played Dobbs, Tool played Dobbs, Rage Against the Machine. And the videos are on YouTube. You can look it up on YouTube. This small ass stage.
Whoa.
Yeah, I just found out when I found out Oasis played there. I was like, holy shit.
How'd they not shut the city down? Like, how did they play there?
This is right in the beginning when they're first touring United States.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's right across from Lorenzo's. Then there's La Rosa, Larosa, right on the corner of Broad and Snyder. Yeah, it's like right behind like a bus stop or something. Yeah, I kind of have to look for it, but it's there. But it's really good. Take that, go back to your hotel or go down to FDR. Go to FDR Park and find a park bench and just have a little picnic.
Yeah.
And here's what you do. You could go to La Rosa, you could go to City Pizza, you could go to Pizza Shack, Oogie's, and if you're going to WrestleMania or wherever, FDR Park is right across the street from Wells Fargo Center, Lincoln Financial Field. You go there, have a pizza, have some cocktails, and then I think you can still park there. You park there and walk across Broad Street and go to whatever event you're going to. I know people park there for Phillies games, but you could go there and have your pizza, or get a pizza, go to McCusker's, and have a couple beers there.
I hear there's an event happening WrestleMania week there as well. I hear there's an event happening there at WrestleMania week as well over at McCusker's. Is that am I saying that right? That's the bar, right? Yeah.
Yeah, McCusker's, which is the most mispronounced bar ever. People like to put an L in there.
Mm-hmm.
People like to call it McCluskey's. McCluskers. Uh, I've seen people spell it. It's spelled MCCUSKERS. I've seen people go MCK. I'm like,
Oh God.
if you text me or write to me, go, are you at McCuskers? And you mispronounce McCuskers, I'm not replying to your fucking text. How about that?
Yep.
You know, don't respect my fucking bar. You know, but, yeah, they're pretty cool with you bringing the outside food, and because they used to do food, but like there's a balancing act between making something to eat and then trying not to neglect somebody at the bar. You know,
Yep.
so yeah, if you want to bring in a cheesesteak or bring in a pizza, they're cool with that. So yeah, there's Lorenzo's, La Rosa, Uncle Oogie's, Pizza Shack, Koch's, which is right there on Rittner. It's right off of 16th of Rittner. There's Koch's Bakery. They make amazing tomato pies.
Mm.
Little square pies, and they're fucking amazing. Like on a Sunday, you could go to a shop, right? They'll have like a whole table full of Koch's pies. You know, white pie. White pies are amazing. Or a tomato pie where there's like no cheese, just sauce. Or there's cheese with the sauce on top.
Mm.
You know, it's just amazing stuff. Then there's a Pizza Shack, City Pizza. Those are my list. I'm sure you can help complete the list.
Yeah.
With you know, you're more of a Center City guy, which
Yeah.
as a South Philadelphian, I avoid Center City like the plague. So
I have 3 places I want to recommend as we're talking about this. One, off the top of my head, the first place that I thought about is Santucci's Square Pizza. Okay. So Santucci's comes, it's almost like a Sicilian, but it's smaller. And what's funny about Santucci's, or what's different about it, is they put their sauce on top of the cheese. Now, I know it sounds ridiculous, right? And it's like, what the fuck is this? But it's absolutely fantastic. Like, it is so good. It's unique taste. It's a unique flavor. Like, it's incredible pizza. They have a bunch of locations, but if you're in Philadelphia, there's one at Broad and Wallace. So you want to try to go down there and take a look at that. There's also one in Roxborough, and there's one that's down, I think, near the Italian market. So you can go pretty much anywhere. Now, again, like we reminded you with the pizza, too, if you want to visit a lot of these locations and other spots we're going to give you to go, your chances of Ubering to these places are 110%. Like, you're going to have to travel to go to some of these places, but it's definitely worth it if you want to try something other than, you know, the corporate chains that fill up Center City and the outlying areas of Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. So Santucci's is absolutely fantastic. I would definitely recommend that place. There's also another place called Angelo's Pizzeria, which is down on 9th Street. Their pizza is fabulous. Now, if you go to Angelo's, there's going to be Angelo's, I should say. It sounded like I said Angela's, but Angelo's is the name of it. There's going to be a line at the fucking door every time you go. So this is the kind of place that you want to order ahead. They have pizza, and their cheesesteaks are fabulous as well.
Cash only, and there is nowhere to sit. It's the same thing as like Lorenzo's or some of these other places, right? You go in, you order your food, you get out, and you go eat somewhere else. Before I get to my third recommendation, though, that's a reminder. It's the good lesson that Meanie just mentioned as well with cash only, and it reminded me of something else. Philly has a reputation sometimes. When you go into a food place, especially at places like Geno's or Pat's, right? They hustle you through. They're rude at the counter. Like, you have to know what you want. That's accurate. Okay? Yeah. Because these places are so busy and because there's so many folks just all the time asking the same questions. I won't speak for Meanie, but maybe for me, maybe from Mind of the Meanie, our best recommendation for you is if you hear a place that you like and you want to try it out, research the menu first. Like, go and look and take a look at what you want before you get there. Because if you get there and you're like, and they're going to be like, get the fuck out of line until you figure out what the fuck you want, get all the way back there, they will give you attitude. Like, it's just, that's the way it is, right? And it's the same. Yeah, be prepared. Have your cash ready. Know how much you need to take in before you go there. Know exactly what you want. You don't need to know the lingo. You don't need to know any of that shit. Just go in there and know, like, with intent, right?
You're gonna get, I don't want anybody listening to the show or anyone, if you're listening or you're coming to town, I don't want you to be that person who gets trampled by someone or screamed at someone by the counter and then like, oh, fuck Philadelphia. It's like, well, no, I mean, we warned you, right? Like, you kind of knew what you were getting into here. So definitely want to make sure, and Meanie, I don't know if you can elaborate on that as we're talking about it, but I feel like that's an important part of the Philly experience.
Yeah, there's been times where I've stopped going to establishments. Right off the bat, Jim's.
Yeah.
Great cheesesteak place, but I took friends there, and my friends were like, they're not from Philly, and they asked, can I get barbecue sauce with that? And the guy at the counter went, yeah, Acme. Just oh man, I
Yeah.
should have warned them. But yeah, just when you're in line, just figure out the best way to succinctly order, and so you can order and pay and wait. Because a lot of these places, if there's lines, there's a sense of urgency to keep the line moving. So not that, they want to be dicks, but they just know they have a certain way of doing it. Philly's, not, not, well, yeah, a little aggressive. We're a little aggressive. It can be aggressive, but just be prepared. Just if they have a menu, just grab the menu, and before you get in line, figure out what you want.
Yeah.
Then get in line, and then do your order and stuff like that.
You know what? I don't think it's aggressiveness. I think it's disingenuousness. Like I think we can smell that, because I've had issues with people in Philly being pricks and shit, but like most times, as long as you're like being cool, most people are going to be cool back to you. Like I, again, we all have our issues in the city. I had far more issues with people in my day-to-day life in Pittsburgh than I ever did anywhere in the Philadelphia region. Anywhere.
Yeah.
I born and raised in the Philadelphia region. I took 1 year, we call it our gas leak year, when we moved to Pittsburgh. And I had more issues with people in Pittsburgh who were rude and condescending and fucking nasty than I ever have in Philly. So as long as you're like being genuine, like you're not being disingenuous to people and you're not being a prick coming into it like that, you should be fine. But I digress. Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. But my last place that I would recommend is a place called Pizza John, which is in Meanie. They have more of a flat crust style. I know they have some vegan options there. So if you're listening and you're looking for a vegan option in the city, I would recommend Pizza John. Like I said, that's in Meanie, so it's a little off the beaten path from actual like proper downtown. Definitely going to be a place which you'll need to Uber to get to. Meani's a cool spot though. Like there's lots of little pockets of places that you're going to visit in the city that are super dope. That Fish Town is really cool. There's a bar down there called Barcade. I'm sure they have it probably in some cities, but it's a bar, and there's all kinds of retro video game, arcade games that are there. And then that's right across the street from Frankfurt Hall, which is a really great German bar and restaurant. But Meanie is a cool pocket down there in the city as well. But that would be the third recommendation I would give you. So like I said, no particular order, because this isn't a fucking Mount Rushmore, and it's not a list. Santucci's, Angelo's, and Pizza John. Those are Goober's 3 places for you to check out pizza while you're here in the city. And if you're listening and you're like, well, hey, guys, I want to try, donuts, or I want to try this or that, tell us in the comments. Tell us on our Twitter. Yeah. Reach out to us and let us know, and we will provide you those recommendations as we run up to WrestleMania here in Philadelphia. We are happy to provide you all that information, because that's what we do, because knowledge is power.
Blue World Order.